Imagine looking at the billionaires of the 16th century, right? Like the kings draped in jewels, riding massive elephants. What if they're actually, well, the impoverished ones? Today, we are jumping into a text that completely re-engineers our understanding of wealth.
Yeah, it really does.
So we're taking a deep dive into a Shabad by Guru Arjan Dev Ji in Rag Dhanaasaree. Our mission here is to explore this concept of jeevanaa, which translates to true living, and discover how this ancient wisdom radically redefines what it means to be, truly satisfied.
Right, and it's a brilliant perspective shift. Because Arjan Devji isn't just delivering some cliche, money doesn't buy happiness lecture.
Right, yeah, we've all heard that before.
He is actively diagnosing a psychological condition.
Mm.
He argues that the things we chase for ultimate luxury, well, they're actually just poor substitutes for a very specific kind of internal security.
Okay, let's unpack this diagnosis. So the text frames jeevanaa around chanting the name, or the divine name, with the mind, body, and tongue. It describes this as eating the food of truth to achieve total satiation.
Which is a really powerful metaphor, right?
Totally. It makes me think about how we usually try to satisfy ourselves. Like, chasing material desires is honestly like drinking salt water when you are deeply dehydrated.
Oh, that's a great way to put it.
I mean, it technically fills your stomach for a minute, but biologically, it just accelerates your thirst. Meditating on the Naam is presented more like an IV drip of hydration. It targets the actual cellular deficit.
Exactly. And what's fascinating here is how that IV drip is administered. Arjun Devji really emphasizes engaging in this practice within the Saadh Sangat, or the company of the holy.
So it's not like a solo journey.
Not entirely, no. It's not about isolating yourself on a mountaintop to find peace. When you sing kirtan in the Saadh Sangat, you aren't just reciting words into a void. You are actively aligning your frequency with a community.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, that shared resonance creates a profound sense of belonging and internal elevation. It's this collective energetic exchange that literally changes your internal state.
I get the saltwater analogy, and the communal aspect makes total sense. But let's be real for a second. Riding around in a luxury chariot back then, or today, I don't know, driving a brand new Porsche, feels incredibly tangible.
Oh, absolutely. It's physical.
Right. So how does sitting and singing in a group actually compete with that undeniable physical level of comfort and status?
I mean, it sounds entirely counterintuitive until you look at the anxiety required to, maintain that Porsche or that 16th century chariot. If we connect this to the bigger picture, the Shabbat points out that we buy luxury items because we crave the feeling of being elevated.
Yeah, we want to feel secure, respected.
Exactly, at peace. But those external symbols are incredibly fragile. So Arjan Devji flips this script entirely by equating the singing of kirtan day and night to being dressed in fine robes.
Wait, really? Just singing is like wearing the finest clothes?
Yes. And carrying the Lord's path in your heart is compared to riding grand elephants and horses.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. He's saying you can bypass the fragile middleman. You don't need the chariot to feel the elevation because the internal devotion delivers the highest status luxury directly to your consciousness.
Precisely. He is arguing that true psychological security, which the text calls the treasure of peace, is the actual luxury we're desperately trying to buy with our modern-day elegance and robes.
That makes so much sense.
When you cultivate that internal serenity, your mind is completely at ease. You are essentially traveling through life in the greatest luxury imaginable because your foundation can't be repossessed or go out of style.
So material wealth is just like a symptom of a misplaced spiritual craving, basically.
You hit the nail on the head.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now?
Ultimately, this Shabbat tells us that true living isn't measured by external accumulation.
Right, it's about shifting our focus toward an internal accumulation of peace.
Exactly. By tapping into the name and sharing that resonance within a community, we find the absolute satiation we have been mistakenly trying to buy at the dealership. And that internal satiation is the only wealth that actually appreciates over time, regardless of what happens in the outside world.
Which leaves you with this to mull over today. If your internal peace and connection to truth were your actual bank account, how wealthy are you right now based on the Shabbat's definition?